Hi, this is a market outlook for the week starting Monday 25th. Last week we saw bullish momentum fading with a pattern on Thursday that looked like a one-day wonder going all the way to 26.65, and then Friday was a sudden sell-off. Profit taking that wouldn't normally be anticipated, but it was pretty brutal, with the market then closing on 2800. And that could indicate that we are maybe in a new phase of profit taking and consolidation. It could actually reach 2740, 2750. Probably not that low because there are a number of support levels. And if we look at the 1 hour chart, we may see, we do see the support levels on the low 2800, 2795, 2775, and one of them will most probably hold in the short term. I don't see the market going all the way down to 2722, but that remains to be seen. The futures have reopened down, so the market's probably hovering now just below 2800. And again, we have very strong support, probably in this area, 2730. So, of course, if we now look at VIX, it's been quite a spike, and the market could actually go all the way to 18. But overall, and actually last week I mentioned that the volatility would probably bounce off 1250. The only thing that was difficult to anticipate was that very sudden spike, because recently we had moves, I would say, in a normal gradient. If you see this slope, that slope. So this one is a little bit too excessive, calling probably for a mean reversion to 1550 at some point. Will it then carry on rising? It's possible. The mean reversion on Friday started, and we see that there's a new support around 1564. So the market, I mean, SPX could go down and actually VIX going up again. If we go back to SPX, the market should consolidate. Looking at VIX, market should consolidate probably around 2791. There could be an attempt to sell off further, but probably not below 2775, where the buyers should actually come back. As you can see on this hourly chart, the range is actually expanding on the upside. I would suspect the buyers will come back at some point before the market actually sells off to this area. Now let's have a look at the Russell. The Russell follows a similar pattern and is now going to be testing the 1500 very strongly. And here again, there's a possibility that the lower fib support be tested soon. Could be 1478, 1438. So this one has actually more room on the downside, but for the time being, 1500 area should be quite strong. So I do suspect, like for SPX, that it may be a continuation of the sell-off and maybe a bounce in the same area. So to conclude, we will see where buyers come back to fill the dip. There's still, I mean, we're not having a sell signal here, and the same for SPX. SPX is still mildly long. The consolidation should not go too deep. That said, if 2730 or these lows around 2700 are broken, then yes, SPX could actually aim straight 2665. So not a sell-off like we've seen in December as yet, but yeah, the market should be agitated for a bit before it actually aims north again. We will see how the combination of the underlying and volatility affects our positions. I would say that all our trades are pretty safe for now, so there will be probably not much to do, but we will see that in the next video about the Rhino strategy.